When it comes to video game films, I don't understand what people want from them. Since the Minecraft movie came out, I've seen a lot of discourse online on whether it's good or bad. While I think the Minecraft movie itself is good, there might be a bias behind it. One of the reasons is because I've given up on Hollywood making a faithful adaptation of anything. And two, my child enjoyed it. I can see why there's so much discourse. Minecraft is a very prolific game. Heck, to be honest, it's probably one of the most important games in modern gaming history, from the game itself to the internet culture that it created. But in all honesty, I'm not really sure how somebody would go about adapting a Minecraft movie, because the game is so big. There's really no way that everyone is going to be happy with what was made. With that being said though, I do believe that there are two major problems with video game movies that I want to talk about. There's obviously more, but these are kind of the two big ones that I've come across. One of them is the corporate movie industry, and the other one is adaptation. One of the big complaints that I've heard is about how corporate the Minecraft movie feels, but it really isn't anything new. I grew up in the 2000s where video game movies didn't even try this hard, with your Resident Evils at best and your Alone in the Darks at worst. Although video game movies have gotten a lot better, you can still feel the rift of a corporation trying to find a way in its new market. I would argue that that is a problem with Hollywood overall. And for decades now, I've been hearing people complain that movies are creatively bankrupt. And well, you would not be wrong to say that, because you are absolutely correct, they are. But movies are a multi-million-dollar business, and their business is making money. Yes, there are definitely people in the industry who create and want to make good movies, or will respect the material that they're adapting. But those are few and far between. They need to make a profit, which is where we get the dumb decisions like casting big celebrities or making these live-action films, since it is cheaper than animation. Which seems contradictory, but that's how the industry works. And to be honest with you, it works. People saw the Minecraft movie and it was successful. So we really have to ask the question, does accuracy even really matter? And shouldn't we just be happy that they're even making the movie in general? I feel the best way for me to explain my view on accuracy and adaptation of video game movies is that there once was a Final Fantasy VII commercial that stuck in my head. And that commercial said that this is the best movie that you'll never see, or be made, or whatever. Anyways, I feel the reason why that stuck with me is because the experience of playing a game is always going to be different than just watching it. Even the best video game movies aren't 100% accurate. For instance, one of the movies that I hear a lot of people praise is the Fatal Fury movie, but in reality, that had a special move that was not in the game and also introduced a new character that, once again, was not in the games. And even Animal Crossing, which is, I would argue, one of the most faithful adaptations in video game history, still isn't perfect. Not in the way that the movie itself isn't perfect, but in the way that I feel like it'd be hard to sell to a mainstream audience. And that's kind of the biggest issue when it comes down to these. No matter how faithful the movie is, there's nothing more accurate than the game itself. We have to remember that the Mario movie was an anomaly because of how involved Nintendo was with the production. And Sonic took 3 movies to get where we are today. It might sound like I'm trying to say that accuracy doesn't matter, but at one point in my life, I was that person. I was that person that wanted accuracy from these kind of movies. I was one person that would get upset at the corporate side of these movies, and I would be that person that would always clamor for a better movie. And while there's nothing wrong with that, I just feel like now that I'm older and I kind of understand the deal with how movies are made, I just kind of have to throw my hands up and not really give up, but just kind of understand that these adaptations are always going to be a little bit more corporate, right? And I think that that sucks, but I feel like none of it really matters at the end of the day. What really matters when it comes down to these kind of films is the enjoyment that people get out of it, which it seems that people are. Minecraft as a movie is interesting because I am dying on this hill for this movie, even though I cannot tell you a single thing about it. I saw it with my kid, and they enjoyed it. He loved the movie. That movie came home with him. He has Minecraft merchandise now, and he's asking me to play it, and that's worth more than anything, because hopefully one day this movie will turn into something bigger for him. It'll be the thing that makes him want to be creative and maybe make his own film, and that's something that you can do, and people have done. Minecraft's movie doesn't have to be good, in all honesty. It just has to be entertaining. And I understand exactly how that sounds, but I feel like at the end of the day, the enjoyment matters more. And as long as you enjoyed this movie, that's really it. And I hope that you get something out of this, and I hope that one day you can be as creative as this movie isn't. From this inaccurate take on Minecraft, this very corporate take on Minecraft, hopefully one day somebody will create a more accurate Minecraft movie. Heck, I can even argue that it's out on the internet now. With all this being said, I feel like I can say whatever I want about the Minecraft movie and its accuracy and integrity. I can say whatever I want about any video game adaptation, because in reality, as much as I love them, I don't love them as much as many other people do. Can I be honest with you? The thing that sucks about all of this, to be honest, is that this video may be a perfect example of my hypocrisy. Me saying that I understand the corporate side of things may come tumbling down around me and come crashing down because in reality the shoe will be on the other foot for me soon. In 2027, the release of the Legend of Zelda movie will come. And I'm gonna have to see if I can put my rupees where my mouth is. All of this stuff I said, the understanding, and as long as you enjoy it, and you shouldn't be too critical on it, may all come tumbling down. Because now, like people's Minecrafts and Marios and Sonics, it'll be my turn. And I don't know if I'm gonna honestly be able to put my money where my mouth is.